So what is a jumper? I'm currently making myself one of these, which is this style of pullover shirt that was issued to the US Army from the 19 teens into the 1930s as part of their working or fatigue uniform. And I thought the use of the term jumper was interesting because it's not something we really use here in the States anymore. In the UK, of course, a jumper refers to what we'd call a sweater. This dictionary of menswear from 1908 defines jumper as a workman's loose outer jacket or blouse. And this dry goods dictionary from 1912 defines jumper as a loose outer jacket made from heavy cotton goods. These are both really broad definitions, which makes sense when you look at catalogs from the period that use the term jumper to refer to a variety of garments. Like this catalog from 1899 that advertises full coat shaped jumpers, which resembled more like what we think of as chore coats today. It also seems like this term was sometimes applied to the sorts of garments that are the forerunner of today's denim jacket, like the Levi's Type 1, with the body gathered into a waistband and cuffs. Though more often than not, these are referred to as blouses or waists, especially in the late 19th and very early 20th century. This is an advertisement for a sewing pattern from 1894. And then there are also catalogs like this one from 1908 that differentiate jumpers from blouses or coats. And I think the big differences with these is that unlike the blouse, it doesn't have a waistband, and unlike a coat, it's a little bit more of a simple or square cut. The idea of jumpers being square cut shows up in other sources like this tailoring manual from 1911 that mentions the better grade overall jackets are cut like a coat, the sack coat draft being suitable. For the cheaper grades, however, the square jumper is still in use. The term jumper seems to be most in use in the 19th and early 20th century, but it starts to fall out of fashion by the 20s and 30s. Sears Roebuck, for example, seems to have stopped using the term in the early 1910s. This catalog from 1911 is the last time I could find it being used. After that, they just used jacket or coat. The US Army wasn't the only branch of the military to issue jumpers. I think most famously, the Dungaree jumper was issued by the US Navy from the 19 teens into the 1940s. The kind of classic sailor shirt was also referred to as a jumper, and I think actually might still be called a jumper. If we're looking for a definition of the word jumper in the context of early 20th century workwear, it looks like that definition can be pretty broad. And it seems like they were using it in a lot of the same ways that we use jacket today, though their definition might have also included things that we would consider more akin to coats. If we want a slightly more specific definition, it seems like some people thought of jumpers as a very square cut garment. I love things like this, like fashion history and the meaning of language surrounding clothing. But let me know what you think and let me know if you have any questions as well.